Well, good morning. I am at Arizona Snow Bowl to do Humphreys Peak. I might end up doing the loop to hit some of the other peaks, which will be about 20 miles or a little over 20 miles. But I don't know exactly what the snow conditions are. Well, we're probably only a mile and a half in. We're already hitting some pretty big snowbanks, although this one we don't need to step on. Several small patches further down that we did have to step on, so probably not a good sign for what is higher up. One of the trail reviews, or one of the trip reports from, I think Friday, it's Sunday now, said the snow starts 2.5 miles in and lasts until the saddle, which is at about 4.5 miles. So I see a lot more snow, so we could be in for a lot of snow. I might have to put on the traction devices at some point, which will be good practice. So there is quite a bit of snow. We're almost exclusively walking on snow. It's fine, but I am debating putting on my micro spikes just to see how they work. I did wear them briefly on St. Helens a couple years ago, but I ended up just taking them off because there was hardly any snow to walk through. Well, the micro spikes are enabled, and I can already tell a nice difference walking on this snow. Feel a lot more secure, so that's good, I guess. And I don't think it's that much of a pain. I just passed 2 other people who were stopping to put on their spikes too. So, I mean, if you're walking on a lot of rock, it might get annoying, but we're good. So we're probably, I don't know, 3 miles up. We made it to the saddle. I'm gonna put my windbreaker on. It's a little windy. Look at all that snow down there on the north side. Very windy up here. Whatever the Humphreys saddle's called. And that is Agassiz, which we are working our way towards, though I think I took the wrong route. I'm trying to stay high. summit of Agassiz. Woo. There's Humphreys where we were. So now that's the next one, Weatherford, but the trail down there is all buried in snow. I could just go straight off the ridge here and then up it, and then I would go down the other side and then wrap around on a big trail low. I just don't want to get, I think this descent looks fine. Oh, we've made it down, I don't know, 2/3, 75% of the way. It's fine, it's just a little loose, but it's not too steep. I'm more concerned about this uphill, but I don't think it's going to be as bad. It always looks worse from far away, so I think getting up that will be the worst part. That'll be easy, and then I'll just need to drop down the other side. I have no idea what that's going to look like either. But then eventually I'll hit a trail. So yeah, this is hasn't been bad. Almost down to the trees there, and then we'll just go right up on the right of that snow. Inner Basin looks awesome down there. All that green lush. So gonna keep plowing forward here. Well, we've officially hit the saddle between Agassiz that we just came down from, and it's Fremont, not Weatherford. I don't know why I called it Weatherford, but you can't see it now, but we're at the bottom point. This is gonna be the hardest part. We're gonna wanna get up to this shoulder, which has a lot of snow, but we're gonna stay to the right of the snow. So I'm gonna put on sunscreen here. This is gonna be our hardest push, I think. So there's some remnants. There's an old little wooden shack over there too, so pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna put on sunscreen, take a little break, and then get ready for this push. But saddle between Agassiz and Fremont. Humphreys, Agassiz, and we've topped off on the shoulder here. And that is Fremont that we're looking at. So I hope this traverse won't be too snowy or difficult. I don't think it's going to be, I say as I hit a bunch of snow. But I don't know, who knows what the descent's gonna be like off this. So I gotta get down, drop a little bit, and then just go straight up. I don't think it will be too bad, but famous last words, so check in later on. We're getting close to our low point, and there's Fremont above us. When we get to the low point, we only have about 300 feet up, or a little over 300. We just had 400 on that shoulder climb, but now we're dropping some. So I'm just trying to avoid the snowbanks as much as possible, and I've done a good job so far. Getting a little tight here. Luckily there's not prickly plants up here. I just saw a bobcat. I just startled him and he ran away. Damn. Crazy. Hey, get out of here. Yeah, he ran away when he heard me coming. It wasn't a mountain lion, it's smaller. I mean, it was like a smaller bobcat, like, I don't know, maybe 4 foot long or something. So hopefully he's down in the woods. That was crazy though. So anyway, we've started our ascent up. We got probably less than 300 feet up Fremont. Fremont Peak. Pretty yawnsome traverse. And now we head down here. You can see the trail down there, which will head down right back around. So, well, I just came down off Fremont. It was actually a pretty tough descent. And there you're seeing Agassiz, I believe. Yeah, and there's Humphreys. And this is not, Doyle's gonna be higher up beyond, because Doyle's like, by my map, 600 feet up from here. And that's only not even 300, I think. Maybe I'm off on that, but I'm debating going up Doyle. It's gonna be steep, but it's through this burned forest, so there's not a lot of bushwhacking. I mean, why not? Why not hit all four? I'm going up Doyle. I've come up probably 200 feet from the saddle, so I still have 400 to go. It is incredibly steep. You can sort of zigzag whatever way you want. I guess I'm trying to go somewhat steeper. Like I could go straight up here, or I could contour around, or I could just go right up. So too steep sort of defeats the purpose, because then you start sliding down. Just makes it too difficult. So I am hopefully going to hit all four of these peaks. Shouldn't be too long to get up this one, but who knows? Who knows what we're going to find up there. So headed up Doyle. I will check in at the top. We're up on the ridge. We have to traverse a little bit more. Pretty flat though. I guess the high point is more over here. It's pretty close, but I think there's a high point 20 or 30 feet higher than where I just was. So should be easy. That was a steep climb, especially the beginning 2/3 of it. So it was super windy, and then the wind sort of died down, luckily. So I will be on the summit of Doyle soon if I can find it. Summit of Doyle. Humphreys, Agassiz, Fremont, Doyle. Woo! Yeah. Well, we made it down from Doyle. That was tough going down. I slipped a couple times, got scratched up a little bit. My legs are all covered in dirt. Yeah, not the funnest descent, but we should, knock on wood, have easy trail left. But I don't know, I don't think this trail's used very much, so I could see there being down trees, possible snow patches. Not really sure. So we're headed down. This doesn't even, it's sort of like a trail, but it's sort of like just a, I don't know. I hope this is the right one. It looks like there's something down there. I'm gonna check the map. Unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna be dealing with this a lot on however many miles I have left, 8 or something, maybe even more. Ow. Thing just scratched me. Like, what the hell is all this? Makes a cool boat, I guess. Yeah, there's just trees down like non-stop, so this might suck, but we'll see how it goes. I keep crossing all these big ditches, ravines. I don't know what the hell they are, if they're natural. Not really. I mean, they've been easy enough to cross, but who knows, maybe there's some tougher ones ahead. This is the worst trail I've ever seen. It's just like a bunch of rocks and sand. You can't move fast because there's just loose rock all over the place. It's all uneven. It's sandy. You slide out. Like, this is gonna suck. We're still on this stupid road. There's Fremont Peak above us. I've hopped over probably over 100 trees easily. This is so stupid, this trail. So I still got a while left. I don't even want to look. I could have like 6 miles left to the car. So the trail's basically flat. I wish it would go down a little bit faster, but we don't have that much more to descend to the car either, so I'm afraid that last trail is going to be some up. Well, we've hit this giant collapsed ditch. I don't know what you call some of these, because it doesn't look like just a creek or a drainage. It has no water in it. So I have no idea where the trail is. I don't know if we have to cross this thing or what. I have the GPS track, but we bend left right along this. I don't really see unless I'm on the trail right now, but this has been so awful, this trail down. It's just so stupid. We're almost to the point where we're getting off of it and getting on the Kachina Trail, but who knows what that'll be like. Still trying to figure out. Now it just opens up into this big, like, massive delta of rocks down here. So your guess is as good as mine where the trail is. I guess maybe we should consult the map. But this is the sort of crap I'm dealing with here. So at least the ditch isn't as deep. I could get in it if I wanted to cross. So I need to find the trail. Well, I'm on the Kachina Trail, and it's actually like a nice trail, as opposed to that road that hadn't been maintained in 30 years or something. But I'm just in these meadows. Unfortunately, I have a lot more to go than I thought. I just looked at the mileage. I have like 5.5 miles left to the car. Just chugging along here. I've seen my first couple people since I left. I think it's called the Weatherford saddle, between the first saddle you get up to between Humphreys and Agassiz. I think it's the Weatherford saddle, but I could be wrong. Well, we're under 2 miles now. Came across a little cave here, so sort of cool. Before, when I said we were between 2 and 3, I looked at the map then, it was 2.7. But I've been going for probably close to 15 minutes now. We have to be under 2 at this point. So, I don't know though. It's nice being in the shade. Still just chilling, still got water left. I might as well just start drinking it all soon, knowing I have a bunch in the car. So, anyway, haven't seen anyone else yet until right now. Well, I've made it back to the parking lot. Just under 10 hours. That is the longest. I was thinking about it. That's the longest hike I've been on since the Timberline Trail last July. So, wow, it's been like 11 months since I was hiking for 10 hours.